Dawn Shirley, the herb lady. When I first got into herbs, I used to teach for the first 3 years down at a restaurant, and I always started out with the colon. But after we taught year after year after year, I realized that after you clean your colon out, then you clean your liver out. And I didn't realize the liver was so important until what happened to me personally. My husband was having, he was just, he had all these spots on him, and I was trying to figure out what the spots was. And when I did, I was reading about the liver, and it says if you have molds, it's like a potassium. But red moles, that's brown moles. And if you have red moles, it's liver toxin. And if you have black moles, it's going towards cancer. So I went, whoa. And I remember ever since we've been married, and it's been 51 years, but this was like when we was in our 50s, he had red moles. He had a lot of them. Had about 28 of them. And I had already put him on a lot of liver cleanse, a lot of colon cleanses. So I asked him, I said, let's go on a liver cleanse. So we started on the liver cleanse. And really, it really, really, really helped him. And the liver cleanse we went on, we have an herb that's called liver cleanse. And what you do is, I was reading this one herbalist, she would take him all the way up to 18 capsules a day. It's like going up a mountain, going down, going up a mountain, going down. Well, that's how I explained it to people. But people said, well, my liver's not dirty. Well, your liver don't start acting up till it's 75% toxin. And if you have any of these problems like skin disorder, depression, hormone imbalance, prostate problems, varicose veins, gas, headaches, middle back pain, irritation of eyes, getting angry, discouragement, and body odor, all has to do with the liver. And what makes the liver dirty is caffeine, sugar, cell phones, fried foods, the wrong kind of oils, body care products. I mean, how many of us, mom used to sell Avon, and I used to rub that stuff left and right so I could smell good being a teenager. And it was pure chemicals. They say some of the perfumes had 8 to 10,000 chemicals in it. And x-rays, cigarettes, alcohol, prescription drugs. And it drains your liver of the energy, because your liver is what turns the food either into energy or into fat. Mine was turning it into fat. So we started on this liver cleanse, and on the liver cleanse, we would go all one the first day, 2 the second day, and these is capsules. And they did the liver cleanse, but while it was cleaning the liver, we had to take activated charcoal at bedtime, because if we didn't, the toxins that was pulling out our liver would literally burn us when we have a bowel movement. So when 1 to 9 capsules, you take 4 capsules of activated charcoal. When you went past 9, went to 10 to 18, you took 8 capsules of activated charcoal. And it worked very, very, very well. And then the other herb that you took was BPX, and that's blood purifier. You're going to purify your blood while you're doing it. And then you drink chlorophyll while you're doing it. And milk thistle, that helps to restore and clean your liver. And you take yeast and fungus detox and heavy metal detox and kidney drainage and lymph gland drainage. Sounds like a lot, but it worked with your kidneys, your liver, and your lymph gland. And it really worked really good. So we was up the mountain, down the mountain. That was 1 month. Up the mountain, down. There was a second month. We was on it for 8 months. And my husband said, can we kind of slow down? Can we, not do it as much, because he got tired of taking all those pills. And I said, well, let's look at your stomach. And when I looked at his stomach, I went, oh, over 22 of the red moles was gone, and he only had the large ones left, and they was only half the size. And so we stopped. And I was just amazed. But in the meantime, I had lost weight. I had lost, at one time, I remember 20, and then when I put the dress on, I had lost another 20 pounds. So, and all this time, I had been helping people lose weight, and I could never lose weight. And when I worked on my liver, that's when I lost weight. So I was quite amazed with that, because people don't realize God has a reason what we do, and I believe these herbs are really making the body unstoppable. I believe that the body, all it needs to do is be clean and fed, and it can work like a teenager. But many times we put all the stuff in it to lock it up. Like I tell people, if you're going to eat sugar, put a cup of sugar in your gas tank. And they said, we wouldn't do that. I said, why not? It'd clog it up. I said, what do you think it does to your body? And they stopped thinking. And so a lot of us, we don't think before we do. And something else, when you're on the liver cleanse, you have to watch the eyes. If the eyes get pink, like I had a customer, they was on the liver cleanse, and they came in and their eyes, instead of their eyes being white, they was pink. And I said, are you on the liver cleanse? And they said, yes. And I said, did you back down like I told you to? Oh, no, I'm going to push all the way through, she said. I said, don't do that. It will make you sick because you're pulling too many toxins out at once. Because like if you're up to, she was up to 10. I said, remember what I said? Go back half, go back to 5, stay on 5 for about a week till your eyes clear up, and then you can go forward. And she said, oh, okay. And then if your hands swell up and your rings get tight, then you have to go back to half where you was and then go forward. Because what you do is you have to listen to your body when you're trying to clean it out. And if you don't listen to the body, because you're throwing all these toxins out, see, you don't see it, but the body is doing all the work, and it's doing everything like that. So it's just because people don't realize the cleansing, sometimes we have to be really, really persistent. Because you remember, if you listen to a couple of YouTubes back, how I got into it is when a person asked me if I wanted to lose weight. And one was when my oldest daughter was 10 months, and one was 17. I got two people come up and said exactly the same thing. Do you want to lose weight? So here I was teaching about cleaning out the colon, losing weight, and I had lost 22 pounds. But for 8 years, I never lost any more. Never lost another pound. And I did exactly the same thing I did. But then I had one lady that went to college. She lost over 100 pounds with the stuff I told her to do. But I couldn't lose. And it was my liver. And then I started losing because I got my liver cleaned out. And people don't realize the liver is so, so, so important. And a lot of times, did you know lecithin helps the liver? It says lecithin helps the brain and the liver, and it helps the body to break down the fat and the cholesterol properly. And so that is really, really important. And I want to read something to you. I thought this was really, really, really good. It says, did you know that old age can start at the age of 21? I went, whoa. This is one of my newsletters that I wrote back in 1998. And it says, or as late as the age of 70, and I wasn't 70 back then. Old age is not determined by age, but it's determined by the slowing down of your gland function. It is filling your veins with slush and breaking down, your body's breaking down because you're putting all the junk into it. And it's letting down the mental activity and the mental capacity. Old age is an attitude. I don't want to start anything new. Old age begins with one-sidedness, with failure to recognize the life, what God has to offer in your life. Old age is a letdown of self-discipline and a letdown of enthusiasm. Honestly, we're unstoppable if we clean our body, if we feed our body. So I would challenge you not only to get your colon clean, but get your liver clean, and you will feel like a teenager.